The next item of business is the first item on the agenda for 1767 Holly Avenue. And it's a request for a use permit to allow the construction of an addition which exceeds the 1825 square feet living area with a one-car garage, and that's per section 12.200.080A2 of the San Bruno Municipal Code. And staff report, please.
Thank you. Good evening, Commissioners. The item before you is a conditional use permit request to allow a second-story addition to an existing single-family residence located at 1767 Holly Avenue. And the reason this item is before you is the proposed living area of the home with the addition will exceed 1,825 square foot with the provision of a one-car garage. The existing residence is 1,526 square feet, and the applicant proposes to construct a 647 square foot second-story addition, bringing the total home floor area to 2,173 square feet. The proposed addition is within the allowed floor area for the lot, also meets all the setback and height requirements for the property. As I indicated, the item is before you as the home would exceed the 1,825 square foot threshold, and the living area with the addition would be 1,939 square feet. This item was before the Architecture Review Committee at their June 11th meeting. The committee did recommend the item proceed forward to the Planning Commission with a few recommendations as listed in page 3 of your staff report. The applicant has agreed to install additional landscape screening. We did receive 2 letters of concern from the rear property owners, and the applicant currently has an existing flowering shrub. It grows to a height of 8 to 10 feet. I did inspect this shrub. It is installed in a planter that's approximately 2 feet tall, so the result is when you're standing in the applicant's rear yard, the shrub is about 12 feet in height above grade. There's a couple of spots at the rear, though, that the applicant will install some additional plant material to help have a more solid screening effect. The applicant has also shown one of the easements on the plans and will show the other easement with the submittal to the building department. Should be noted that the improvements are not in conflict with these easements. And then also the 2-car parking scenario, the applicant has agreed to shift the parking. There is room for 2-car parking on the driveway, but he was utilizing a bit of the walkway, so he's agreed to address that. And then finally, the other recommendation from the committee was to revise the front elevation to break up that large roof area. The applicant did not incorporate this suggestion, but he has submitted a drawing prepared by his architect, and it's the attachment right after his letter labeled as Exhibit A. And what that drawing shows you is the existing single-story residence, and then they've overlaid in the darker pen style the proposed second-story addition. The applicant can further convey this to you, but I think the intent is that there already is a large roof area. It is being broken up by those 2 kind of projecting bays and the breakup of the roof line, and there's not a lot of roof area left to break up, so I think it would be difficult to add an additional design element to that area. So staff is supportive of the proposal as presented before you this evening. The applicant is here to answer any of your questions, and I can try to answer any questions as well.
Thank you. Do the commissioners have any questions for staff? Hearing none, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
And we'll open the public hearing, and if the applicant can please step forward to the podium and state your name and give us a description of the project, please.
My name is Rod Mersney, and it's an addition like Lisa explained. I'd say adding a sitting room, a master bathroom, and a master bedroom on upstairs. It still remains a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house now, but it just makes it a lot more roomy and nice. So I've been living there for almost 30 years, and so I plan to stay there for a lot longer. So that's why I'm doing this addition.
Thank you. Are there any questions for the applicant? Thank you.
And also, I've read the staff report and agree with everything on there, so it's very good. Thank you.
Okay. And have you had any contact or comments from your neighbors?
No, except for how soon are we starting? Is that basically the neighbors have been asking me.
Well, that's a good sign. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone from the public who wishes to speak on this matter? Okay, hearing none, the public hearing is now closed. We'll bring it back to Planning Commission for discussion.
Through the chair.
Commissioner Peterson?
I move the commission approve use permit 9-8 based on findings of fact 1 through 6 and conditions of approval 1 through 24.
Second.
Excuse me. It's been moved in second. I'm sorry. I might have to step away for a moment. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, it's been moved in second. There is a 10-day appeal process in this on this subject, and I'm sorry, I'm going to step away. I apologize. I'm really sorry. It's just no matter how much water I drink, it's just not working. Thank you.